tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
What is up, Raider Nation? This is your boy Small Raider back at it again with another video, and today I want to address an article that I read about a day ago about the Raiders possibly trading away Karl Joseph. Now, I know this was one of the big news going around pre-draft. A lot of people thought we were going to trade him away, but we ended up keeping him throughout the whole draft and after the draft, and possibly thinking about keeping him for at least one more year. I know the Raiders did not pick up his fifth-year option, but still, after having a really great year last year, who would have thought that he might be in trade talks still? But this article that I read from the Raiders Wire, titled "The Ringer Believes the Raiders Could Trade Safety Karl Joseph to the Cowboys." Now, this wouldn't be the first player that we trade with the Cowboys. Obviously, everybody knows that we traded Amari Cooper away to the Cowboys to receive a first-round pick, which I believe was a good trade. This would immediately fill a hole for the Dallas Cowboys, as they do need safeties on their team. And for the Cowboys, they're a really complete team all around. Safeties are probably their weakness out of all positions, and Karl Joseph could easily step in there and ball out, and the Raiders could maybe get a late round pick out of this. Here's what Robert Mays of The Ringer had to say about Joseph and the possibility of moving on from the former first round pick. The Reggie McKenzie regime took Joseph in the first round in 2016, but he doesn't seem to be part of John Gruden and Mike Mayock's long-term plan. After drafting safety Jonathan Abram in the first round and signing LaMarcus Joyner to a 4-year, $42 million deal this offseason, Oakland declined Joseph's fifth-year option. Despite his career year in 2018, Joseph will now take $2.1 million in base salary on a final year of the deal, which could make him an attractive option for any team looking for a low-risk, high-pedigree player to add to its secondary. Now, Karl Joseph really wants to be a Raider. If you really listen to his press conference earlier this year, he talks about how bad he wants to come back and become a Raider, but he understands the business side of things, and he understands that John Gruden and Mike Mayock are looking for certain things from him, and if he can't bring that to the table, he understands that they might move on from him.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what I want. Like I said, I spoke to Coach Gruden and Mr. Mayock. I told him, expressed to them that I want to be here. I want to be a Raider. So, at the end of the day, I just got to go out there and handle my business, take care of my job, and keep getting better.
But this guy is a really humble guy, and I like him on the team. And he's been through a lot. He's been through injuries. When we drafted him, he had some type of injury going on, and he worked his way through things. And I believe he finally is starting to gel together and finally finding his identity on the field. And why is it that the Raiders are always trading with the Cowboys? I mean, why? I know a lot of Raider fans are like, there's so many teams in the league, but why the Cowboys? But I guess maybe it has something to do with Jerry helping the Raiders move to Las Vegas and their relocation. Whether this is true and the Cowboys are actually interested, I believe they'll just wait till training camp and see how that pans out, whether these safeties are okay. If not, they'll probably pull the trigger and get Karl Joseph. Being one of the few Reggie McKenzie picks left on this team, I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Mayock and John Gruden pull the trigger and make a trade, whether it's the Dallas Cowboys or any other team that's looking for a safety for a low-risk, high-reward type of deal. In Karl Joseph's career with the Raiders, he tallied 187 total tackles, 3 sacks, and 3 interceptions. Karl Joseph is only 25 years old, and he still hasn't reached his peak yet. Honestly, I believe it'll be a huge mistake for the Raiders if they were to trade Karl Joseph away this year. I believe they should give him one more chance, at least one more year, to prove himself, to see if he earns a contract, or we trade him away or let him go out to free agency. He ended off on a good note last year, having a good season, and I believe with his second year in John Gruden's system, I believe we should give him one more chance, and maybe he can ball out with Jonathan Abram. This guy is becoming a leader on this defense. I know he's only played about 3 years. He's shown that leadership role and that he wants to be a leader to these young rookies, even hosting barbecues for his teammates. He understands where these rookies are coming from because he was a rookie once, and he felt like he should be a mentor to these guys. So what do you guys think about this news, Raider Nation? I want to get your thoughts on this, whether we should trade Karl Joseph or if we should keep him. Drop your comments down below and let your boy know. If this is the first time you're watching this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this one. Alright, Raider Nation, until the next video, this is your boy Some More Raider, and your boy is, yeah!